Okay, typically my videos are not very, like, let me start over. First goal of the video, don't say the word like more than once per sentence. Okay. Typically when I make videos, they're more visually substantive than they are the content that I'm speaking or audio. Sometimes whenever I make audio to the videos that I post, they're little songs that I make on a keyboard or on GarageBand or with a keyboard, but they're not actually good music. They're just music to put in the background of whatever visual thing I have going on. I went to make a video where I was just talking because I have a lot of things to say, and I think that this is a good, and I think that my YouTube, I feel so weird, is a good outlet for that. I'm definitely going to speed up my talking though, because I think I talk a little bit slower than I would be able to stand to listen to, and I think that speeding up would be a fun way to kind of weirdify it, so that it fits with the other things. Anyways, to the actual talking part instead of just talking about the talking part. I've been having a kind of weird mental space the past week. I got back from a trip, and then I had been very sleep deprived during that trip, because a few weeks ago I did this thing where, like, I didn't sleep for almost 5 days. I just was awake, and I didn't tell that many people about that. I told some of my friends and my psychiatrist and, like, the people that I was surrounded by, who I was driving around and stuff, because I was kind of responsible for their lives, and so I felt like they should know, like, the person that's driving me around gone 5 days without sleeping. Almost. It wasn't quite 5 days, it was a little bit less. Either way, though, was pretty crazy. Shouldn't have been using a jigsaw, shouldn't have been handling fire, shouldn't have been driving, but, you know, life happens. Then I slept for a while, and I did a bunch of other things. I did a bunch of, like, social stuff and work stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then I came back to school. I had a few days of school, 3 days of school, 2 days of school, actually, because I also had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and, or I had, like, 3 or 4 doctor's appointments on Monday, and so I didn't go to class on Monday. Then Tuesday and Wednesday I went to classes, but I didn't even go to all of them. And then on Wednesday night, I traveled, and that was, like, Wednesday and Thursday, I didn't sleep at all. And then, you know, Friday, Saturday, I slept a very minimal amount, because I stayed up really late and got up really early, and was very, like, physically and intellectually active during both of those days. And then Sunday, Monday was another travel stretch where I didn't really sleep. And then, like, Monday night, Tuesday, and then today's Wednesday, all I did was sleep. Like, I haven't gone to my classes, I haven't done anything work-related, I haven't done anything responsible. I've literally just been eating, like, candy, because I didn't go to the store when I got back from my trip either, and I didn't go to the store before I left for my trip, so I've just kind of been living off of leftovers, which literally just consisted of, like, 2 small sweet potatoes, a few slices of cheese, and, like, a bunch of candy. And so I ate 2 small sweet potatoes, a bunch of slices of cheese, like 4 slices of cheese, like, not that much cheese, and then a bunch of candy. And then I ran out of candy, and I was like, the only time I was eating candy was when I woke up in between naps. And during, like, in between one of my naps, I, like, took a shower, and then I changed the sheets on my bed, and I thought really hard about doing some laundry, and I ate some candy, and then I was like, wow, that really took it out of me, and I went back to sleep. And I did that a few times. I did that a few times, and it's kind of like, Jesus, I'm really not doing anything. And then I actually did go and get, like, a salad tonight, and I did some homework, because I have a test tomorrow, and I also have work tomorrow, and so I actually have to, like, get up and do things tomorrow. And I was supposed to go to work on Monday night, but I slept, and I didn't go. And the work thing is not, like, they schedule me and I go in. It's more that I tell them, I know that I need to get this done, I'll come in on this day and get it done. And then I told them I'm going to come in on Monday night. I didn't. And this is not the first time I've flaking on them. I've been flaking on them a lot this semester because I've been so overwhelmed and managing my time so poorly. And so I either need to go tonight after I ramble at the screen for a bunch of minutes, or I need to go tomorrow after my test, because right after my test I have to go to work, and then right after work I have to go an hour and a half north to pick up things for an art market that I'm doing this weekend, and then I'd have to come back, do other work, and clean, and then sleep, and then that would be fine because I don't have classes on Fridays. Anyways, it's just such a lazy week, such a very, very lazy week. And I think sometimes I see other people acting lazy, and I kind of judge them in my mind. I say, like, oh, they're not being very active, they're not being very productive, they're not spending their time well, they're just sleeping, they're not eating healthy, whatever. And I kind of judge their decisions because I have, like, a fair amount of my self-worth dependent on how well I'm making my own decisions regarding that kind of stuff. But then, you know, I go really hard at being super good and healthy for a few weeks, and then I can't do it anymore. Like, I just don't have enough, or, like, not a few weeks, like, probably months, probably closer to, like, 6 months, actually. Well, probably closer to 7 months. And then I can't do it anymore, and I totally just flop, sleep for 4 days, and only eat candy, and then I feel really sad and worthless. And then I also will do that where I'm like, I'm not gonna sleep for 5 days, and then I just go and I sleep for, you know, 30 hours straight. And there's not a lot of moderation, I feel, you know, in the way I kind of navigate these things. Typically I'm all in or all out, and I think that I'm not exactly sure where that comes from or what that means, but I see it applied in so many aspects of my life, like the way that I pursue every single one of my interests and passions and relationships. You know, when I'm talking to friends, I'm either talking to them almost every day, or I'm kind of ghosting them. Same thing in, like, relationships. Like, I switch between being anxiously attached and avoidantly attached. There's not a lot of, like, moderation, middle ground, stability stuff. Well, I think right now there is, at least more than there used to be, because I'm single right now, and I've been, like, really, really trying to be single, so that could be something. And so I think it probably averages out that I have the same amount of, like, laziness and lazy habits as everyone else. Oh, also doom scrolling. In between my naps, I've been doom scrolling on Instagram a lot. I also lost my Duolingo streak, which makes me a little bit sad. But I probably have, like, the same amount of bad habits as everybody else. I just really compress mine into, like, a 1-week section where all I do is be really unhealthy, and then all the other time I try to be as healthy as possible, and then I bet it averages out to be, like, a regular amount of healthy unhealthy balance for, like, a human, for like a young teen American human. I don't know, probably American doesn't have anything to do with it. Yeah. I've created my course plans for the summer and fall semesters of my schooling, and I'm a little bit worried because I've only taken 18 hours each semester, and this is my second semester, and I'm having a lot of trouble navigating that. But also, for all the semester until now, I've had 6 classes, a lab, and 5 jobs, and I'm in 2 clubs, and that's too much. I've also been, like, trying to have, like, a social life and passions and things like that, which is too much. So now I only have 3 jobs, and I'm really not doing very good in my classes. So next semester, I'm still taking 6 classes, but it's only, well, it's like 6 registered things. It's like 6 registered things, and one of them is a lab, so it's 5 classes in a lab. And typically labs are 0 hours, but this lab is 1 hour, which I don't know. And then one of the other classes is fully online. So I'm thinking that that's going to be easier. Also, every single day I have classes at 8 a.m., but next semester I put it so that my classes at later. Like, I think the earliest one starts at, like, 9:30, which ideally would give me some more time to sleep, and sleep helps me a lot. As long as I'm like also eating salad and not eating candy. And then also next semester, I'm gonna have some friends transferring to my school, which is nice because I love having friends. And hopefully that gives me a little bit more like community, social structure and support, because I think that would be really helpful for me for like doing real life things that typically overwhelm me, like laundry and grocery shopping and eating and things like that. Things that are just nicer to do with other people because I get really overwhelmed and sad when I do them by myself. So I hope that next semester will be easier, even though I'm still taking a lot of, the reason I was saying that, the reason I was saying I'm a little nervous though, is because four out of the five, because it's like 4 sociology classes and 1 anthropology class, and the anthropology class is the one that has a lab with it, so it's like sociology, four sociology and 1 anthropology. The 4 sociology classes, I don't think it matters if I say, sociological theory, applied data analysis, quantitative reasoning, and qualitative reasoning, they're all writing intensive, and I think that for my major, I was told I need to take 12 total writing intensive classes, and when I told other people that, they were like, wow, that's a lot, and they made it seem hard. I've only taken 1 writing intensive class so far, and it was English, like college writing 2, and it was easy, I loved it. I'm concerned though, that applied data analysis and sociological theory and quantitative reasoning and qualitative reasoning, the type of writing that is going to be intensely required of me, is not something I'm going to be as like intuitively good at as I was the college writing 2 class. So I'm a little nervous about that. But hopefully that is okay. Hopefully it all goes well. I like the idea of just like compressing all the hard things, because after I take those 4 sociology classes, the rest of the sociology classes that I have to take for the rest of my college career are just like the fun ones that I really want to take, and then I get to take a bunch of like political classes, which is really fun. And so I just think that like once I get that out of the way, there's so few things that I have left to do that I don't want to do. And so I'm excited for that. And it's only 16 hours, which is less than I've taken before. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And I got a new camera, because I'm going to Italy this summer, if global tensions allow for that to be a safe trip. I think it'll be okay, because Italy's kind of like not really part of it right now. I'm going to Italy this summer, but my phone, I'm not really going to be able to use it very much because I don't have like international data or whatever, and so I don't want to use it for taking photos or listening to music or writing like I typically do. So I'm just going to be writing in my journals and drawing my journals, and then getting a camera to take photos that I can like later upload to my laptop, and then getting a little like music player that I can just download a few albums on and be good for 6 weeks. And the camera, I don't have like an adapter to upload my pictures yet, but the pictures are they're so good. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna study now for the test I have to take tomorrow, and probably prepare for work, and probably go to sleep because even though I've done nothing today, I'm really sleepy. Get to process my thoughts.